Doesn't matter if you change the hop additions in a beer. So on my left, we have a Centennial Cascade Centennial. On my right, we have Cascade Centennial Cascade. Let's taste them and see if we can find out the difference. Welcome back, everybody. So this is part of our small batch brewing series using 2 hops. Now, on my left, I have our Centennial Cascade. This was our second beer. I'm going to put this over here because it's driving me crazy. This is our second beer. Our first beer was Cascade Centennial Cascade. And I've never done this before, where you reverse the hops and see if you get something different, or does one hop take over, or does the timing, so if you put a hop in at 60 minutes, is that going to give off enough IBUs or flavors or aromas that will overpower another hop, or will a higher alpha acid hop always overpower a lower alpha acid hop? Now, if you've been following this, we have done a review on each of them, so you might know, but let's get them side by side and really see what we get. So the beer on my right is the first one, so that's using 0.25 ounces of Cascade at 60 minutes, 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 10 minutes, 0.25 ounces of Cascade at 5 minutes, then 0.25 ounces of each hop 3 days into fermentation, with 2.4 ounces or 2 pounds 4 ounces of 2-row. On my left is the Centennial Cascade number 2 beer that is using 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 60, 0.25 ounces of Cascade at 10, 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 5, then 0.25 ounces of each hop 3 days into fermentation, using 2 pounds 4 ounces of 2-row. There we go. Now, difference. The beer on my right, the Cascade or Centennial, Cascade Centennial, sorry, is 6.73% ABV. The beer on my left, the Centennial Cascade, is 5.74. So pretty much a full percentage difference in both of these beers. Now, obviously, you guys have probably been looking at them. The difference I see is the Cascade Centennial has a better head. It's more foamy, frothy. It's got indents in it, where the Centennial Cascade, it doesn't look as good. the Cascade Centennial looks more meringue than the other one, and the Centennial Cascade Centennial, I'm never going to get this right, and we've got a lot of them, has a bigger head. They both use 2 ounces or 2 carbonation tablets, but the Cascade Centennial was in a 22-ounce bottle, where the Centennial Cascade was in a 25-ounce bottle. Color. Let's go ahead and look. So the Cascade Centennial is clearer. It looks like more bubbles, but the Centennial Cascade on my left looks like a New England IPA now. Now, I did fill them up, so we could be getting the trub or the hop pellets, the leaves, more in the Centennial Cascade version. I would go with the Centennial Cascade for color. Let's go ahead and smell and see what we get. Yeah, almost like a floral citrus. very, very low, but sweet citrus pine. Um, I can't tell you which one. Usually I hate floral, but it smells good in the Cascade Centennial. I think it's got a little bit more of that citrus. It's now almost coming off like a lemon citrus. Versus the Centennial Cascade has more of a sweetness to it. I would actually go with the Cascade Centennial smell over the Centennial Cascade beer. So let's go ahead and taste. More floral. The Centennial Cascade tastes more like a tart grapefruit, like the flesh of a grapefruit. And I think that's because Centennial is a super cascade, so it's going to magnify those flavors even more. And I think that's why we're getting more of that grapefruit. Even the aftertaste, after talking, I still get that grapefruit taste in my mouth. Very smooth now. The carbonation has went down some, so you're getting more of the taste of the actual beer instead of it scraping on your tongue or popping. The Cascade Centennial still has that floral note with some citrus, but out of these two, I would definitely go with the Centennial Cascade. I like that grapefruit tartness more than I do floral. So this is one that I would drink more often than the other one. We'll have to see how they age. But yeah, I would definitely go Centennial Cascade. Yes, the Cascade Centennial is a higher ABV, but as of right now, you couldn't tell. I would say if I was doing these blind, they're the same. They're the same ABV. They don't taste different. If anything, the Cascade Centennial is a little bit smoother than the Centennial Cascade. That could be due to higher ABV. But yeah, that's good. That's good too, but again, I'm not a floral fan, so this is one that I wouldn't pick, especially if there's some citrus, grapefruit. There's no way I would pick the floral one. So again, this is my first time using two hops, brewing one beer one way, flipping them and brewing it the other way, then doing them side by side. If you've done this with two hops, let me know in the comments below and we will try and make yours. But yeah, let me know, like I said, if you've done this. I've never done it. I did ask Steve. He's never done it. So I'm sure there's more people that have not reversed the hops or reordered the addition of the hops. Just to see what you get. We will do this in a lot more, just to see what comes out. I was actually thinking that if you used a lower alpha acid hop, even though it was at the beginning versus a higher alpha acid, that the higher alpha acid would almost be the same or take over. So I was almost thinking maybe if you did it at 30 minutes, it would be a little different, because it is letting off more of those IBUs because it's in the boil longer. But yeah, I actually thought the higher alpha acid hop would take over more and they would be similar, and these are totally different. Yeah, that citrus note's there, but you're talking grapefruit tartness, like the meaty part of a grapefruit versus floral. So that to me is totally different. I don't get floral out of the Centennial Cascade. So yeah, let me know down below if you've done this. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And until next time, happy brewing.